Hi, my angels. So today I'm joined by a very special guest. I thought I'd get her on today because it's actually her 60th birthday. It will have been yesterday when you're watching this, but it's none other than Patricia Lynne Kenny, my mother. So
Hi.
welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Are you nervous, mother?
Yes.
So how old are you turning on Sunday?
60.
60. And how do you feel about turning 60?
Oh. It's been hard getting to this point because I'm not really good at aging, am I?
Do you know
If
why?
I'm honest.
Do you worry about like being in your 60s?
Oh, yeah.
But what's the worry? Why are you worrying?
I just hate getting old.
Mm.
But no one likes getting old, do they?
No, I feel like I'm getting old. Keep seeing old fine lines under my eyes.
Believe you me, you're not getting old.
I
You're in your prime.
I am
No,
in my
you're not in your 30s, you'll be in your prime.
Was you in your prime in your 30s?
Oh, yes.
My mum taught me some information the other day that's half made me think, like, no wonder I'm a cougar. Because you're one, aren't you?
No.
You bloody was what you told me in Alana the other day.
No, it doesn't get repeated.
Anyway, no, like, and I do find it scary though that you're getting 60. I've got a 70-year-old dad and a 60-year-old mum, and I'm nearly 30.
I know.
What's it like, your baby being a 30-year-old?
Yeah, it's strange. But it's strange that April's 37.
I know she's nearly 40. Well, she'll
She's
be
nearly 40. I can't believe I've got a kid that's that old.
Yeah, no, I know. It is scary,
And
isn't it?
where's time gone?
Just go quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What
Oh, yeah.
what was it like seeing your baby on the TV?
That was nerve-wracking.
Did you like it or not?
Yeah, it was nice. Obviously, it was nice to see you, but no, I didn't cope very well.
Did you not?
No.
Would you say? I feel like you. I mean, you've said it to me before. You've never been the same since, have you?
No,
In what sense?
just probably anxious, more anxious, and worry even more about,
Yeah, you do persecute me, like.
Yeah.
Like I say to people like who needs a fellow, and I've got Lynne Kenny as my ma. Like, honest to God, the woman persecutes me. It's like, and she'll bring me right. I'll be like coming out of Euston Station. I'll have a suitcase. I'll have 2 suitcases. I'll have a great big bag, and the woman's blowing me phone up, and I'm like, Mum, give me a minute. And then she's like, where are you? And then I'll go, oh, I'm in a taxi. Who are you with? What are they like? Like, you're quite intense as a mum.
Well, you'll know what it's like when you have a child.
Won't be any time soon, though, will it?
What?
That won't be any time soon, though, will it?
Doesn't look like.
No, not yet.
You need to hurry up though because I'm getting old now.
This is
I'd
what
like
I
to
worry
see.
about. I think this is my biggest worry is that I didn't get enough time with my nan and granddad.
No.
And I want my kids to have enough time with you because, you're like 60. But I think my granddad died when he was 67. Not saying you were.
68. Yeah.
Saying my mum's going to die in her 60s, but do you know what I mean?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no, I'm not.
that.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you don't know what's around the corner, and obviously I want
No, I
me.
know.
And you're a fun nan, aren't you? Rosie's definitely like you, isn't she?
Yeah.
Rosie gets her ADHD off my mother.
ADHD.
You've got severe ADHD. You can't finish a task without doing another
Oh
one.
no.
She'll go onto the dishes, and then the next minute with wet hands, she's in the washing machine. And I'm like, So obviously talking about me having children in the near future, what would your ideal man for me look like?
I could say tall, dark, and handsome.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know what kind of man that's gonna put up with you. That's the only thing, isn't it?
I'm not even bad. What in what sense?
Oh, you're all a little diva, Samantha.
So, isn't everyone?
Yeah.
What do I usually go for?
You can't say that. Can't say that, can I?
Mother! No, I think.
Oh, God love him.
I believe you just said that. Yeah, no, I mean that you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. No, that was my old type.
That was the old Samantha.
That was the old Samantha.
Yeah. So hopefully you've learned a little bit.
I've definitely learned. I've definitely changed. I'd say I've changed though since Love Island, do you think?
Yeah.
Boy-wise. My time's not ready now it's not my time right now to have a partner, I don't think.
Oh, I
I
do.
Why?
Because I need my house to myself.
I'm moving out. You don't want me to?
No, I know I'm going to be devastated when I've got an empty pot, I was going to say then.
An
Empty home. But I do want you and Adam to fuck.
No, I know, but like she keeps moaning at me, and I'm moving out in January. Do you know what though? Another thing for me is, I know the reason why I haven't moved out yet is I don't know where I want to live.
I know.
Because one minute I'm like, do we just stay in Liverpool and get a gorgeous flat on the dock? Or then I'm like, do we go to Manchester? But I think Manchester career-wise for me is better.
Yeah. No,
It
I think
is.
a little bit further away from your mum.
I'll still be in yours every
I
day.
will be devastated when you go, but I just think that it's the right time.
Yeah, I know. I do. I know.
There's not enough room in the house for all your stuff.
No, I know. And I have moved out before. By the way, I haven't lived with my mum since I
yeah.
was 28, so I didn't live at home for 3 years. But then obviously we broke up, so I had to move back home. But no, that's definitely coming. And you can spend more time with your dogs. The dogs will have run of the gaff, won't they?
You've already got run of the
They
gaff.
actually have already got run of the gaff. But anyway, speaking of dogs, everyone went mad over the story of our Red going to jail for 4 months. So I can't tell the story properly, but my mum can. So what happened?
So basically, we got Adam a dog.
Yeah.
He wanted a little pit bull. So we got him pit bull, but we pretended it was a staff crossed with a like a golden retriever or something like that.
Looking not like a golden retriever.
No,
I'll get a picture up of it.
Anyway, so we asked this little dog, and we all loved him. I think he was 9 months old.
Yeah, he was gorgeous, though, wasn't he?
He was lovely.
It's like tiger-esque.
Yeah, red tiger brindle he was. Anyway, so that little girl in St. Helens who was killed by her nan's pit bull, that had happened, and then obviously then the amnesty come out and they wanted you to give your pit bulls up, and my best friend at the time said, I think you should, and it was the right decision, so I gave his name in.
Did you?
Yeah. And Izzy's. I said to the police, I've got 2 pit bulls.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, because it was the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because
of course.
Everybody was handing the dogs in and then getting them seized, but you were getting them back. Do you know what I mean? So I knew it was the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah.
But then I regretted it when they come out. And I was saying, no, you're not taking him. And he would go, no, he needs to go. And he was shagging them up. He was pumping the policeman's leg, which was a sign of dominance.
No, so we had 2, didn't we? So we had Izzy and we had Red.
Yeah.
Now, Izzy was huge. She was an anxious dog. She weren't a full shilling.
No, definitely.
So when the police come,
she didn't like anyone. She was afraid of everyone and everything.
Yeah. And then
and she was very protective of all of us.
Yeah. So she was vicious, weren't she?
She was dangerous.
She was dangerous, and then obviously, but she went with us. Like Izzy used to get in the bed with me and everything, and she was like a big teddy bear. But that's with us because we obviously lived with her. But then with Red, when they come,
Red, he was a teenager. He was only 9 months old, and he was humping Constable Kalita's leg at the time. I remember his name, and he was going, "Oh, he's a bit randy, isn't he? You know, pushing him down and all that." And I was going, "Oh, just that to everyone, blowing the poor dog up even more."
Yeah, you do put your finger in it.
So then you said, right, we're gonna take he's pit bull, but she's not.
Yeah.
They thought she was more like a hound,
like a bull mastiff.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So they let me keep her. Yeah, so obviously I blew Red up straight away. I said, oh, he's always doing that. I said, but he's getting his balls cut off. So I said, no, he's gonna. That'll stop. So he said, look, everyone, we're taking them. He said, they're getting, assessed, and then you're getting them back. He said, there'll be no problem with them.
Mm.
But no, there had to be a problem with my dog, didn't there? Well, they said he's been naughty in kennels. So, cut a long story short, they took him. And then I was finding it hard to get hold of anyone. No one knew where the kennels he was, and you were not allowed to know where he was or anything like that. So I got loads of help off Animals in Need in Kirby, and they literally did everything for me. Got me solicitors and one thing and another. So after I think it was about 2 months, and I just woke up one day and thought, I'm going to find my dog because this isn't right.
Yeah.
I want to know where he is. And I don't know what it was, but I just ended up down Mather Avenue.
Yeah.
There's on Mather Avenue, there's the, what's it called, the police academy, you know, for the mounted police, for the horses and the dogs. So I just went in, didn't know what I was doing, I was on my own. So I sort of, walked in. Well, I can't remember very much of it now, but when I think about it, it was a long time ago. How many years ago was it?
Well,
25?
No, I was like 8. No, I was in year 6. So I would have been like 10.
So picks myself up this day, goes down to Mather Avenue. Didn't have a clue what I was going to say to anyone, where I was going or anything. So I sees this big tall fella, like ginger hair, and he had big boots on. He was dead handsome. I remember thinking, ooh. He was so handsome. I even remember his name. His name was Greg.
Greg. Ginger Greg.
He was the head of the mounted police.
Mm.
So he said to me, can I help you? So I said, I'm looking for me dog. And he's gone missing. And I think I just burst out crying. And I was telling him all about him. And so he took me in the office and all that. And he told me that his granddad used to have pit bulls. So he was dead interested in, the story about Red and all that. So anyway, cut a long story short, this chief constable, he was, as I say, he was the head of the mounted police at the time. He said, I'm going to do some ringing around and I'm going to find your dog.
Mm.
And good enough, he did. He found him. So it seems that Red had been moved from one kennel to another kennel because he was naughty in kennels.
Probably just
He was probably just threatened for his family. I mean, he was like a
baby, really, yeah.
So anyway, and then he got the ball rolling then. And then we had to go to court and get him back and try and get him back. Anyway, when we got to the court, all these kids, all these young lads were all getting their dogs back, and they all had drug convictions and all robbers and everything. And I was better dressed than the judge. I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm even better dressed than the judge. And saying to me, Mrs. Kenny, you can't have your dog back. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. They went, no, Red Kenny is up for destruction. I was. Do you remember? Don't you remember that?
Yeah.
I was in a terrible state. When I think about it now. Anyway, so then I get called into this room, and it's this fella. I'm sure his name was Lee Smith, and he was the solicitor for the Kennel Club of Great Britain, something like that, down in London. And he said to me, Mrs. Kenny, I'm going to get you your dog back.
Oh.
He said, I'm going to come back in 2 weeks and I'm going to fight for your dog.
Oh.
Anyway, and he did. And he come back 2 weeks later. And do you remember? You wouldn't remember, but during the thing, I remember saying, oh, yeah, Red, he's always humping people because he needs his balls cutting off and this, that and the other. And I was blowing him up like big time, and everyone was looking, going... And I was thinking, I was just being honest. I was just, and they were all saying, then you're going to get him killed. And anyway, but at the end, the judge said, Mrs. Kenny, you can have your dog back. He said, if only for the fact that you've stood and told the truth. He said, and a couple of other people haven't. And if you remember rightly, the policeman told a lie.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why? What did he say?
Rat. I think he said that. I think the judge said was Miss Kenny under oath when you were speaking to her on the Saturday afternoon, and I think he said yeah, but obviously I wasn't. It was just a phone conversation. So he said to me, "If you can have your dog back, if only for your honesty today." So we got Red back, and that was a laugh. I always
Remember when he come back? They brought the dog back, right, with about 6 Matrix fans.
No, don't be so dramatic,
There,
Samantha.
there was Mum. There was a small army of police officers in the house.
Small army, and I did say, "Oh my God!"
Like we were like,
must
"This
have
is
cost
yeah."
a fortune.
We were like, "This is dead dramatic.
"This is ridiculous."
You're bringing a dog back."
Yeah.
I remember he ran in the house, pissed everywhere. There was
everywhere.
piss up all the walls.
All over the walls.
Yeah, he had this little
Bouncing off. He was
little sack, little empty ball sack and a sleeve,
Oh, God.
and his tattoo.
ED 10273. He was known as. ED 10273. Oh God, I couldn't believe it. I used to show everyone his tattoos.
Yeah, we used to pick him up and go, "Look at his tattoo."
Yeah,
It was
got a
there on the
tattoo,
inside.
yeah.
It was
We did love Red.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
But we did actually we had to get Izzy put to sleep, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did, because we knew Izzy was.
She
was not a good dog.
No, she couldn't go out the house.
She was so
She was
anxious.
sad. Yeah.
So anxious, but she loved us. But we couldn't have kept. I couldn't have kept a dog like that for any longer. I did keep her for 4 years, bearing in mind.
Yeah.
4 years we kept her.
Yeah. Mum.
But that was the worst time in my life, having to
Get rid of
put
it.
her to sleep. No, and I remember, that's another thing I remember with this. You remember when, so I decided, didn't I, that I was going to put her to sleep. I knew it, the time was right, because she was a big dog. She was
huge.
massive.
Yeah.
And even though the police said she wasn't a pit bull, I knew that she was a pit bull.
Yeah.
And I also knew that she was going to hurt someone one day, even though I always had her muzzled. Everywhere she went, she was muzzled, even though she didn't have to be.
Yeah.
But I always had her muzzled. And I remember Adam took her out one day. And
was this the little dog?
This was, he come out one day, he went out one day with her. Anyway, the next thing, Adam was only about 19 at the time. And he come running in the house and he went, Mum, I had the dog. I was going, why, what's happened? And he was going to me, just get it in. Next thing, this woman comes knocking and I goes, what is it, love? And she went, where's the big dog? I said, what big dog? I've got a big dog. So she went, I've just seen him come running in here. And I went, who? She said, your son? I went, yeah, that's our Red. No, she said, that big dog. So I said, what have you come here for anyway? We weren't arguing or nothing like that. But so she said, just gone past my house, blah, 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 blah. And busted the wall and the wall's gone over. And I thought, oh my God, she could have killed someone. I mean, that was sort of like the last nail in the coffin, so to speak. And
but you only busted the wall.
So I said, anyway, I said to Adam, what happened? He said, this stupid little dog this stupid little dog goes, rah, rah, puts the shit up Izzy, and Izzy just backed up and butted the bollard and the wall went over. I said, well, it must have been loose anyway, because she couldn't have done that.
No, surely not.
So it was loose. So she just wanted me basically to repair it. But I never.
I was going to say, did you?
No, I never. I remember her pulling me one morning. She said, oh, you never ever sorted that, me wall out for me, did you? I said, no. I said, but my dog's dead now. So that's what you cause.
Yeah.
So.
Stands on business, girl. She stands on business, don't we? But like,
when anything to do with me dogs.
Yeah, anything to do with.
Yeah. Or your kids fighting. Oh, what? I used to follow you everywhere. Oh,
not me.
Adam hated me. I used to follow them every Friday on the chat with all the Tower Illions. Oh, no, Adam was having a fight one day. Oh, and I was going, he said he was having a straightener. I rang his mobile and all the kids went, your Adam's having a straightener. Lynn, oh, I flew down. By the time I got down there, I couldn't talk. And I'd dip myself in the mouth when I was driving. I had all blood and he went to me, get away.
You're not
What are
buzzing,
you doing here? Yeah, because I did it myself. I was just trying to get to him. Oh, no, I used to follow him everywhere.
No,
He
yeah,
went, why are you the only ma that ends up on the chat on a Friday night watching, wondering where we all are, what we're all doing?
No, you never followed me though. You should. I think
No,
I was the
didn't.
last
was
child, so
fed up doing it by then.
yeah, they say don't be your last child. You're not
Yeah.
really that asked about like April and Adam. Remember the time we called April drinking?
Oh, God, remember the time I called her drink? Remember the
Oh,
time I
Adam.
battered her?
Yeah. So we've been driving to my nan's, hadn't we? So you come out our road, we were at the top of the road, and we were doing it right. And our Adam, the little grass, has looked left, didn't he? And April was getting carried by her two mates, right? She was like that. She was 16.
She wasn't, she was 13.
She was 16. Don't
wasn't.
lie. Don't say she was 16, Mum. She was 16. She was 16. And anyway, I was 13 when I got caught. Anyway, a mate, she's like a scarecrow, a mate to carrying her.
Yeah.
And our Adam, like a little grass, went, there's our April. Our Adam's always been a bit of a snitch with us, though, hasn't he? And my mum jumped out the car, didn't you? Like a lunatic.
Bastard.
Yeah, in the street.
Yeah.
In the street, threw it in the car.
Oh,
I remember that. I remember I come home drunk one night. I was about 14. I'd been to Tiny Park. And we used to do like spinnies with bottles of vodka. It was really bad actually because I was like 2 stone wet. I've always been tiny. And I remember coming in one day and I had bronze, remember my Ugg boots and they were bronze and she fucking threw them at me head. You were going, look at your fucking brand new Ugg boots. Fuck off. They were at my head. I was like, oh. And I was crying. I'm sorry.
I know, but you shouldn't have been doing these things. Teenagers all drinking and pops and all that.
They were the best days of my life.
We didn't do that. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know, but times have changed. So it's even worse now. So what was I like growing up? I've never been a problem child, have I?
No. No, you weren't.
No, I went bad in school. I just never went.
No.
I was never in.
But you didn't used to bunk or anything like that. I never bunked school, but my mum always let me stay off.
Yeah, you let me stay off.
I used to let you stay off.
Go on, Mum's freezing.
I know, but never mind.
You should know. Do you wish if you could go back now, would you have changed the way we were like in and about bringing us up? Would you have done anything differently as a mum?
No.
No?
No.
We're all right, aren't we?
You're all right.
None of us are in jail, so.
You're all right, but you need to be starting to think about moving out now.
All right. Do you know when I move out, you're going to be livid?
I know.
Because I went to Ibiza in the summer and she cried the whole time then. Oh, I just want my kids home. And then I come home and she goes, you got to brought all this shit home. And I think, fuck off, love. What was your relationship like with your own parents?
My mum and dad?
Yeah.
Lovely.
It was, wasn't it? She was a cow, though. You were
I was a little madam.
Tell the story. Right, so my mum is a proper prude. Like, you are, aren't you? You don't she never had the talk with me. She never, you're very, aren't you? Everything makes you sick. Everything. So growing up as a child, my mother, obviously there was you and 3 boys. And then they had our Joanne, right, who's my auntie. And Joanne is 14 years younger than you. So how did you react when my nan told you that she'd been... Because obviously then you just know then, don't you? That
well, I was only 13 at the time. So obviously I was the only girl.
Yeah.
I was spoilt rotten.
Yeah.
There was 3 lads.
Yeah.
And we were all born within 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I was walking up the town with her this day and we had one of these lovely little neighbours and she was called Ganny.
Oh, yeah.
Ganny and Gonga.
Yeah.
And I just got on to the fact that Ganny was saying, well, if you are, you are, and you'll just have to get on with it and blah, 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 blah. So as we walked away, I went, she's saying you were pregnant or something then? And she went, what? Don't be soft. And I went, you better not be. She went, no. But then I could see the faces she was pulling and I thought, she's fucking telling lies. Here she is. And she was. Oh, I thought she thought she was going through the change because she was 40.
Mm.
And obviously, it wasn't the change. She was pregnant.
Oh.
And I said to her, I can't believe you're doing this to me. And she was like, doing what to you? But I was traumatised. I went, who's my... And I remember saying to her, how can you do that? Who's ma? Is having sex when the daughter's going through puberty? And she was like, what's the difference? I was like, what's the difference? Oh, no, I couldn't believe it. I was in a terrible state. And then when the kid come along,
The kid?
Oh, no. I remember we were all in the town. I was in the big school by then, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And my mum had this gorgeous big silver cross pram. And all the kids were going, there's your mum over there, Lynn. I was going, don't go near her. Don't go near that pram, that baby. I hated her. I hated her. I had a problem. I had a terrible problem. Yeah. And then I only started liking her when she had her own kids then. And I wouldn't mind.
When she was dead.
I wouldn't mind. She was the best little sister because she helped me bring yous up.
Yeah, I know.
So really, I was nosy for all them years. But I love her now.
Yeah, we love Arjun.
Yeah, I do love her.
People, I know, because obviously you were...
No, but I remember thinking, because I know I was a little bugger, and my mum used to say, Mickey, I can hear it. Lynn, we're not doing nothing, we're just watching telly. And I used to be standing, knocking on the door, saying, I'm still awake, and she'd go, and what? But because I was terrified of hearing them having sex. And if I thought anything was going on, they'd know. They'd knock.
Yeah.
They'd knock.
She'd make a room in a bed. You'd make noise, wouldn't you, in the bedroom, so she knew that she was still awake. Do you know what else she used to do? Count condoms in my nan and granddad's drawers, didn't you?
Oh my God, so you didn't know you were going to say that?
That's what she used to do. She used to count the condoms in the drawer.
Oh, and if there was one missing, I knew they'd had sex during the week, and I was traumatised. My mum used to say, you're a prude, you're a little prude, and I wasn't, and I'm not a prude. Just certain things, like I don't like toilet humour either.
But my nan weren't a prude at all, was she? Like, when people talk about, like, my sense of humour, I think we definitely get it from me nan. Because my nan was funny.
My mum was funny when she wanted. Oh, she was a little fucker, but most of the time she was spoilt rotten.
Yeah.
But she was a little fucker at times. And when she wasn't one of them, she could be funny.
Yeah, she
like
was.
Really funny. She didn't even know she was being funny.
Yeah, she didn't know.
No,
but
she'd just say something and then you go, can't believe she just said that.
Tell her, what did she say about my granddad?
When they got older,
yeah,
when they were in the 60s and all that, she used to say, oh, I just wish it well now, give it a little shake.
She just used to give it a little shake and wish it well. Or she would say, oh, your dad, what did you say?
Oh, no, you can't say that, Samantha. No.
Anyway, it was something really funny.
She was funny. He was funny though. Your granddad was
I just think Scousers are funny.
Oh God,
Scousers are comedy gold. Yeah, it's just like the little wittiness about us, I think.
Yeah.
Especially, you can't beat a little Scouse nan, can you?
And your Nana Mary was hilarious.
Oh, my Nana Mary lived till she was 102, didn't she?
Yeah.
We lost her in COVID. Not too COVID, she just deteriorated.
Yeah.
But we had my Nana Mary till she was 102, and she was funny. Yeah. She was a funny fucker as well.
Oh, she was hilarious.
She was a cracker. She loved singing, loved a Guinness.
We've got some brilliant videos of her.
Yeah, she was funny.
Right till the end.
Yeah.
She used to sing all the songs. Remember the one about the bike?
Oh,
we can't repeat it though.
This is another. This is what I mean. Our family are a bit prude. She has a song about a bike. I won't.
And navy blue knickers.
Yeah, I'm talking about navy. Oh, she was comedy gold, weren't she?
You have to get your Auntie Mary to tell you them all.
Yeah. I haven't got my granddad anymore. But obviously, leading on to that, you looked after my nan and granddad, didn't you? Right up until the end for both of them.
Yeah.
So my mum was me nan and granddad's full-time carer. So we lost me.
Because I didn't have a job at the time, so it was good for me to do it.
And you live around the corner.
Yeah.
Obviously. And Joanna had babies, and we were all like a little bit grown up by then. But like, obviously, how was that? You know, like looking at having to Because with my granddad, he was fitting well. He was a Hackney driver. He was a proper Scouse man. When he was proper fella.
Do you know I'm 60 this week? And I was thinking, and I told our April about it. I remember at the time I was seeing some fella and he worked in a bank. So he had a printer, like was dead good on the printer machine. And like we're talking now 25 years ago, I went all round, if you remember, all round Kirby and all on the hill. In town on the hill where the taxi drivers used to all park the taxis, and I had Kenny 60 and pictures of my dad everywhere, and I had them all on the the roundabout in Kirby. Guess who's 60 tomorrow and all that. He was buzzing me dad
because everyone knew me dad, my granddad, Mickey Kenny. Like I still to this day now get into Hackneys and I'll be pissed as a fart and I'll be like, I'll be like, how long have you been on the taxis for? And
do you know my dad?
And then the first thing I say is, do you know my granddad was on the taxis for 30 years? Yeah. And some of them still remember him now to this day. They're like, Mickey Kenny.
Yeah.
What a fella.
I know.
And because no one expected my granddad to get ill.
No.
It was very sudden. Because he was like the fit and well one. Obviously, I was the youngest grandchild at the time. And I was like my granddad's apple of his eye, weren't I? I really was. I think that's why I'm so spoilt now. But he used to pick me up from school, didn't he? And then at 6, and then I'd go to my nan's and I'd have the same tea every night. I'd watch Bird in the Big Blue House and Mickey's Disney House, whatever. And I'd have sausage, egg, chips and beans for me tea every day. And then at 6 o'clock we'd go and pick you and Joanne up, and I used to sit in the front of the Acne. And I remember we used to have a little chair, little box, and I used to sit on the box. And then we'd go and pick him up every day. So then to see him switch, it was like you couldn't have prepared it. I still remember now to this day. So I was like 10 and walking over to Karen's, and you were sat on Karen's dining table just in like floods and floods of tears. And I was like, what? And then Karen told me, your granddad's passing away. He only had 6 months to live. And we were all just floored by it, I think. Like, no one could believe it. No one could prepare you for it. But how is that to see your dad like that?
Well, when my dad passed away, we did have a good 16 months with him.
Yeah, they said 6 months.
He's only last 6 to 9 months or 9 to 12. But we had a good 16 months with him, and then he only deteriorated in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
But he wasn't hard to look after.
No,
it was my mum.
Oh, me not.
It was my mum. We had to look after my mum, but God love her, she went through a lot once he passed away. Remember, she has a finger and thumb amputated.
Wanted to talk about that. So after my granddad had passed, then like me nan got, I swear down, the woman, this is terrible, this which used to say, oh, I just want to be with my Mickey, and my mum used to say, you don't fucking want to be with him that much.
No. Every illness she survived.
And my nan was this little tiny frail thing. She got breast cancer.
Yeah.
Then she had skin cancer on her hand, and when she got that cut off, she got sepsis. That nearly killed her.
Yeah.
She bounced back.
Ended up in critical care.
She was in critical care. Fucking bounced back.
She kept bouncing back.
Yeah, my mum used to go, fucking doesn't want to go that much. But this is just our sense of humour. I think if you don't laugh, you'll cry, won't you? And then obviously she had this. So I'm going to tell the story of, she had this thing on her hand, didn't she? Mm-hmm. And we were all like...
A thumb.
Yeah, it was on a thumb. And basically, she wouldn't let anyone in the house, would she, past 7 o'clock? No. And we were all like, this is weird. And then what happened?
She used to bathe the thumb.
She used to put it... Listen to how bad this is. So it got to a point where she'd had skin cancer and it had ate away at her flesh, and it had gone right through to the bone. And so basically, my nan had white collar syndrome, is it? Where you're petrified at hospitals.
Yeah, doctors
and
nurses.
Doctors, nurses, dentists. My nan was petrified. Even when my granddad was dying, she hardly went to the hospital because she couldn't. She was petrified. God love her. And she had her arm was really bad, wasn't it? And then it kind of merged into one then, didn't it? A finger and a thumb. And I think, Al did just get it off because she wouldn't let anyone touch it. And the God love her, she would put that under the cold tap. And when I say it was flesh, you could see a bone, couldn't you? Like,
horrific.
and she was that scared. Yeah, she was that scared of the, and that's what we mean when we're saying she really went through it. But how did you manage to get it?
She just said to me one day, "Can I show you something?" And I said, "Yeah." And she went, "You promise you won't shout at me?" And I went, "Oh, I don't know whether I can promise you that, because I roared at her when I seen it." And she just took the bandage off and showed me.
Yeah, and it was...
And I screamed. But then I found the lad straight away and said, "You need to come and see her." We let the doctor in, and that was it then. The treatment started.
Yeah.
So she had the finger and the thumb amputated. But she made an impact in the hospital as well, because I remember the doctor, what was his name? So our GP came out, saw it and said straight away, "You know what it is, don't you, Mrs. Kenny?" She said, "Yeah." So then we got the ball in motion then to get it made better. She ended up having it amputated. And I remember I used to take the piss out of her. I'd say, "Hey, Flipper!" She'd say, "Fancy talking to your mother like that." She's
Flipper. Why Flipper?
Because it was like, she's like a little dolphin. I used to say, she's like a little dolphin. With these little three fingers. Oh, I remember her saying to me, she asked me one day, would I wash it? And I said, "Oh, as long as you've got one hand, you're washing your own fanny, missus." I can't do that.
She said
I couldn't do that.
She said you
I did wash it though in the end. I had to. I had to in the end. She couldn't do nothing with it.
She couldn't, like, we used to laugh when she'd be watching so every day after school I'd go round to my nan's and it'd be Jeremy Kyle. By the time I got home, it was Jeremy Kyle, the chase, sort of at 6, and what was it? Jeremy Kyle, tip and point, the chase, and then the soaps. And I used to go, "Nan, can I stay here?" Because I used to love getting by the fire. And she'd go, "Oh," she didn't like anyone being in the house. She'd go, "Oh, go on." And I'd stay in my nan's, my mum would go, and then she'd come back, and we had an hospital bed, didn't we, then in the living room. And she'd just sit up and she'd just lean over, wouldn't she? And she'd point at the remote with the little hands. It's like, "Take my strong hand."
And we've still got a glove with 3 fingers. I've still got a glove.
Do you know what she was like? The fella off Mighty Joe Young. Remember the film Mighty Joe Young with the gorilla? And he bites the keeper's hand off. That's what my nan was like.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, but my nan was funny, wasn't she?
She was funny with it.
She was pissed. To be fair, you know the way you persecute me, she was persecute me mum.
I was persecuted.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, you were.
Oh my God, yeah.
She didn't want anyone else in the house, just me mum.
No.
Lynne.
I used to say to her, "I've got kids round there." She'd say, "Kids, they're fucking grown adults. They're not kids." And I'd say, "Mum, I want you to get in the bed." "I'll never get in that bed." And she didn't. The last 10 months of her life, she sat on the chair.
Sat on my granddad's chair. She moved, didn't she, from her chair to my granddad's?
She sat on that chair and never got in that bed. She said, "The minute I go in that bed, I'll be gone." She was right. But she
was funny. But like, we'd go to the Marks.
Remember we went round one day, God love her, and she was really, really poorly at the time.
Yeah.
And like we didn't laugh at the time, but when you've looked at it,
oh no, that you've still got pictures of that on your phone. That was sad. Oh, she'd slumped, hasn't she?
Paul was like, "I love me, Mum, Lynne."
She's bad and funny. She's got a wicked sense of humour. My mother would tell you that. But
my mum used to laugh.
Yeah, she'd laugh now. She'd laugh herself, wouldn't? And we can laugh about it now. But at the time, it's traumatic. It was traumatic.
Yeah.
But she was. God love her.
Do you remember Ben?
Of the dog. Back on the dogs again, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She has a little dog, didn't she, Ben? She loved him. And he lived till he was nearly 20, Ben.
I know.
He lived a good long life, but I remember her saying, I was talking about when Nicholas was mating his dogs and all that, and my mum was going, "Oh my God, remember when Ben went missing, Mickey?" We were like, "Went missing? Yeah, the fella had him in his garden, wanting to mate him. Now you pay. You pay for it now." Yeah, some fella's got him in the back garden. His dad knocked and said, "Is that Benny?" And he said, "Can you just stay another few more days?" Yeah, mating him with his little dog. Yeah, for nothing.
And did they leave? Oh.
Ben had kids all over Kirby. My mum used to say, "He's got kids everywhere." Just little mutt.
See, she was so funny, wasn't
Yeah,
she? Even my granddad was funny. Oh, but like they're proper like old generational love now, aren't they? You just don't get that. You don't get that now. And one of my last memories of my granddad, because we used to take them out every Saturday, didn't we? We used to go to Sainsbury's or the Marxies, and at the end of my granddad, he was kind of forgetting a lot, weren't he? He used to forget.
Remember in the taxi?
In the taxi.
And he must have been picking his nose, and you went, "Go on, Grandad, pick us a winner." He said, "You hard-faced bastard, yeah."
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we were in our car. We were in a taxi. We were in the car.
Oh.
And he was in the back with me. He was, because me and I had to sit in the front, and me and my granddad were in the back. I remember we had the Picasso at the time, and I went, "Oh, pick us a winner there," and he went, "You know," because he lost his teeth as well. Remember, he couldn't put his teeth in.
Yeah.
But one of my last memories that I'll never forget. They were so in love, my nan and granddad, weren't they?
Yeah.
So in love, like, and I remember we were getting ready to go out, and me nan, obviously then the roles reversed, and my nan looked after my granddad, and come on, Mickey.
She looked after him.
Yeah, and she was putting his coat on for him. And I remember they were stood in front of the fireplace, and she's put his coat on for him like that, and gave it a little, like, pulls on it like that, zipped it up, and then just leant up and gave him a big kiss, and he leant, and I just remember thinking, oh, and like that was proper, like, oh, like, you just don't get that now. Now people just sliding his DMs, and you think, fuck off.
I didn't slide in mine.
But you've got a partner. And you're engaged, woman. You're engaged. You shouldn't have people in your DMs. But I'll tell you, my mum loves sliding in celebrities' DMs, though, don't you, girl?
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, me and Jess.
Yeah.
My mum I'll just see her. I'll be scrolling. Who was you commenting on the other week? It was so random. And I went, is that my mum? Who was it? Oh my God, it was someone off. It was really random. I'm sure it was like Fern McCann or someone.
Probably.
No. Was it Sam or Billy? It was Sam or Billy first. It was one of them. And I thought, is that my mum? So where she go? You love Callum Jones's dog as well, don't you? Callum Jones from Love Island. She loves his pugs.
Yeah, because he's got a pug.
I know, and she loves pugs. Yeah. And then you've had a conversation with Gemma. Because we love Gemma Collins in our house, don't we? We love Gemma.
We all love Gemma Collins.
She come in to me one day and was like, I've just been speaking to Gemma. And I was like, sorry, what?
No, she replied to one of my things, didn't she? I said to her, "Oh, Sam loves you," or something. Yeah, I
love to get Gemma on the pod.
Yeah.
And I remember Pete Wicks.
Yeah.
I loves Pete Wicks.
I was saying, Sam, Pete Wicks has just followed me.
No, it's not me, some followed him.
And then unfollowed me. Cheeky gets.
Some followed you now, hasn't he? But he does love you, doesn't he, Pete?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like,
definitely only talks to you because he fancies your mum.
Might have a thing for older women, mightn't he? But I think I just wanted to get my mum on just to kind of talk about family life, really, because I think at this time of year, it's Christmas, it's all about family, even though my mother's fucking off on a Caribbean cruise and leaving me at home on my own, aren't you?
Yeah. Can't believe I'm leaving my kids
on Christmas, cow. But yeah, I just thought, and obviously it's her 60th birthday, and everyone wanted you on it, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
When just me, everyone was saying, get your mum on, because my mum's funny. So yeah, thanks for coming on my podcast, Mother.
Oh, it's been a blast.
We've had a laugh.
It's been a blast.
And yeah, see you all next week.
Bye.